Well, hello everybody, this is DearMamaSal on a chilly sort of Monday morning. It's 2 degrees here in southern British Columbia, which would make it 35 in American. And it's socked right in. Not sure where that expression came from either. You know, the fog level is down to, I would say, just about a block. So that's pretty socked in for here. Hope you all had a great weekend. Mine was really varied, I think I'd have to say. There were lots of moments of great joy in it, and there were great moments of great sadness. So let me just try and work through this. I am really starting to plan around getting this retirement thing under control, and that requires that I seriously lower my expenses, which, by the way, I'm not somebody who goes out partying every week or, you know, spends a fortune on booze or anything like that. You know, I live a very frugal lifestyle, I've decided. And so cutting my expenses down dramatically is not easy. You know, there aren't any sort of obvious ones other than food. Now, I don't know about you, but I think food is definitely something I want to continue to have in my life. I just need to buy less of it, waste less of it, and you know, plan it better. Let's put it that way. So this is all doable. I understand that just by being retired, my expenses will hopefully be less anyway, because I will not be spending as much on gas or clothes. Not that I spend that much on clothes anyway. But you know what I mean? There's certain other things that I think will be less, and probably the way in which I eat will be different. We'll see. So I had a great chat with Benji on Saturday. We were on the phone for about an hour. We actually were on a hangout, and he does a really good job because, you know, Benji's not a single tasker, he's a multitasker. So, and he works at such a speed. So it really is such a gift for him to give me an hour of his time. And I'm well aware of it, but I just keep watching his body language, and when he first starts losing attention, I ignore it. You know, it's only when his lack of attention is greater than his attention that I start getting a bit, you know, antsy about I need to stop this call now. Because, you know, I can talk to him all day. I just love chatting with him. So we got to talk a bit about December, of course, because that's what we do all year, and what our plans are for the forthcoming one. And it's very, very, to me, very, very exciting. We're going to have much better analytics about it this year than we had last year, and hopefully next year even more so, because to me the analytical side is really important. You know, who exactly is watching, and who, perhaps more important than who's watching, is who's giving. Because you've got two different markets there, the ones that watch and the ones that actually put their hand in the pocket and give money. And they could be two completely different groups of people. I know that everybody likes to think that everybody who watches are the ones that give the money, but I'd like to suggest that sometimes it is their parents that are giving the money. So it's a really, really important time. And we get to look at everything that went right, all the hiccups we had. And by the way, I don't know a single event I've ever been involved in where you don't have some pretty big hiccups along the way. And that is part of the learning process, I always think. You know, it's part of the what do we need to do better? Why did this, what did we not do? What could we do in future to make sure this doesn't happen again? And so it's all a very exciting process. Funny enough for me at this stage, because we've got lots of time to think about it, we've got lots of time to make adjustments if necessary. And I'm pleased to tell you we're already talking about VidCon this year, so for those of you who liked that visit last year, hopefully I will have lots of people to meet again and to interview again. I always get really stunned, I think is the word, from the number of well-known YouTubers that actually know me more than I know them. And it's so cute. I noticed it, I think I might have said this before, but I noticed it particularly at Vlog Affair, where it's much more intimate. But, you know, people kept coming up and going, Mama Sal! And it was like, I know you. You know, and you could tell by the way that the other participants that were at the event, the way they're reacting to them, you know, how big a superstar they are. And here they are stopping everything so they could come and give me a hug. And you go, isn't that so cute? Now, I know that some of you are probably thinking, wow, Sal, if you got that sort of connection with those sort of people, you know. But I never, rightly or wrongly, I try very hard not to trade on that. I wonder if that makes any sense. I value that friendship. Don't want to abuse it. And so I am very happy to meet them and hug them and be part of their lives, but I also want to keep it that way. There are too many users in the world, in my view, but there's a difference, I guess, between using and collaborating. I'd like to think that when I do stuff with Benji and Judy, it's more of a collaboration, not a using thing. But it really is fascinating for those of you who wonder, what is it like to meet those big YouTubers? It's what is it like to meet them when the crowds are all around, or what is it like to meet them away from the crowds? And I think what makes it so special is I get to meet a lot of them away from the crowds, when they're not on show, when they're not rushed or hurried or you know, have the perpetual smile on their face or putting on the face for the camera, you know what I mean, whatever the look might be. It's really fascinating to meet them, and I personally enjoy that a great deal, because you get to talk about everyday things and it's fun. So I'm hoping, against all hope, that you've all had a fun weekend. I didn't get much exercise in, I've got to be quite honest. I had plans for Sunday. As some of you know, I was meant to go and meet Dougie's girlfriend. For those of you who know Dougie's girlfriend and her mother. That was quite a serious meeting that was about to happen. But unfortunately it got cancelled the night before. I didn't even ask why. I think when somebody has to cancel an event that important to everybody, and it was, then there's a good reason, and it probably isn't a good one, you know what I mean? Hang on a second, that sounds contrary. There's a good reason for it, and one that probably is difficult or sad. That's what I meant. In which case, why do I want to know unless they want to share it? They'll let me know. I'm pretty sure I will hear about it sometime in the future. Now, in terms of achievement this weekend, I think some of you heard that when I was busy doing some stuff in the dining room about a month ago, we moved a whole lot of things into the living room area. And one of the things we moved is a very big wooden statue that I have. Not very big, it's probably 2.5 feet. 2 feet, 2.5 feet. Maybe 3. And we moved it, and for some reason it ended up on the carpet, and it seeped some sort of red dye, some red African dye. I'm not sure what it is. But it seeped it into the carpet. And so what we had to do is remove the carpet, and that's gone downstairs. I probably should throw that carpet away. I keep thinking I'll use it as an outdoor carpet, but you know, I'm trying to learn to throw things away. Yeah. Anyway, so what I did was I realized I have the same design of carpet in one of my back bedrooms, in fact both of my back bedrooms. So what I did was say, okay, fine, what I need to do is to get into the room. I don't know if you've got that room in your house, but the room into which you put stuff where you don't know where else to put it for the moment. I'll put it in the back room, that room. And I got somebody to help me to take everything off the carpet so that I could take the carpet to the living room. And then I vowed I would not put anything back in that room until I'd sorted through everything that had come out to see what actually belonged in there. And I have to tell you that of all the stuff that came out, probably 20% belongs in there. That's all. The rest that we took out was all painting stuff. I mean, painting walls, not painting creative. It was all painting stuff, and what else? Oh, lots of lots of do-it-yourself stuff. You know, sandpaper, paint. You know, about sandpaper, tools. I think I might have said in the weekend thing, I think I found a lot of hinges. Then I found more hinges. So I now have a new system where every time I go downstairs, I try and take some of that stuff down with me. That's what I'm trying to train myself to do, is don't go downstairs without taking some of that stuff that belongs in the garage back to the garage. Now, I don't know if any of you have got a garage where there just isn't any room for a bicycle, never mind a car. But that will be another area of my... I'm actually really looking forward in a way to getting retired so that I'll have the energy to maybe start doing some of these things, and the time. I do notice at the weekends I do a little bit more once I get sort of a couple of days sleep in. And that's really what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that I'm just very, very exhausted at the moment. And so that there's that part of me that's really actually quite excited to have the time to be able to do some things. Have a super day, everybody. And remember to look after yourself just a little bit better than you look after everybody else. Have a super week, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. This is DearMamaSal saying thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and let me know what it is you'd like me to talk about. Bye-bye for now. Have a super day, everybody. And remember to look after yourself just a little bit better than you look after everybody else. Have a super week. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. This is DearMamaSal saying thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and let me know what it is you'd like me to talk about. Bye-bye for now.